Hello again, this is Matt Moser, a partner with Alchemy Solutions, and we are continuing our series with SQL connection. It's very powerful and you have a lot of different options, and so it's kind of a good topic to cover in case you're running into any issues. And this particular segment is going to cover the issues of getting a JMP error. The JMP error of particular note that you might see is this one, and we'll show you how that one can come up. And so for now, I want to delete that so it doesn't give me a compile error. We're going to go ahead and generate a couple of those so you can see exactly how it comes about. And let's go ahead and continue. One method, one way of getting that is within your app.config file. If you have a value that's set for the type of your server name to something other than the proper type. So for example, if I take this type, which is our MDB ODBC, which we actually set up in a prior tutorial, here's our SQL server for default. It's going to be MDB ODBC, and it points to this particular entry, which is an ODBC entry, but in this case I want to change it to the type of ADO.NET, which you could have done through using the DB Connect SQL to Server COBOL Runtime environment setup utility. But in this particular case I want to change it right here. And so let's go ahead and do that. I changed the ADO.NET. I want to press save, and we're going to go ahead and bring up our COBOL program and run it. And if when you want an error to happen, let's see if it does. Here we're execute SQL connect to default and execute. We press F11, and voila, there's our JMP error. And again, it simply had to do with getting the type correct. There's another way that an error could be generated. Again, it's not entering everything correctly. And let's go ahead and do that one. I want to hit debug, stop debugging, and I'm actually going to do a build here since I'm actually leaving things kind of hanging around a little bit, and the build here should complete shortly, which I think it did. And we're going to go ahead in again, and so I don't forget, I want to change this back to what it's supposed to be, which is ODBC. And I'm going to show you something else. We're going to point directly to this server name that we're seeing right here, okay, which then points obviously to DSstock 2003, which was my DSN that was created from an earlier tutorial. And if I copy this, right, we'll come in here, and I apologize, let me go back to here, go back to main.cob, and we'll roll up to here. Rather than having the word default in here, I want to take this line and I'm going to use this entry, copy my line over, V, and comment this one out, and I'm going to replace it with quote MDB ODBC. But you notice I want to do something here. I want to change, let's change ODBC to lowercase, and let's watch what happens when we try to run this program here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do my build, so I change my source, and I'm going to go ahead and execute. Voila, another JMP, but this time it's a JMP037 IU. Okay. What the issue is that this is case sensitive, so you have to make sure that your case is correct. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to debug, stop debugging, come in here and change this to ODBC, and if everything's good, hate it when demos go bad, we're going to do a save, we're going to do our build. It should work. So let's go ahead and run that, and let's see what happens. Now we're at the execute. Press F11. And our SQL state is 0. So all worked out fine. If I continue running, we're good. And I'll bring that down here so you can see I'm not making it up. And we press any key to continue, and we're all done. So those are two common ways to get JMP errors within your code when you're compiling. One is make sure you have your type correct, and the other is make sure that you have the case correct. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. And again, this is Matt from Mosersoft, and I can be reached at mosersoft.com. Or you can always reach the wonderful people over at Alchemy Solutions. We're quite talented. I want to put a special thank you out there to Walter Sweat of Alchemy Solutions for helping me along with some of these errors that I wound up getting, and hopefully this tutorial can alleviate some of them for you. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.